How many of you still remember the session we had on Thanksgiving? Or we just forget it is another Thanksgiving. The next day, next year again. Now, this year coming to an end, we will have a resolve, and again, that resolve we forget. The Eastern wisdom says that the seeker must continue. Even if you have attained that state, you continue the journey. But there is a choice. So there are two seekers. One who has attained, he has a choice. The other seeker who has not attained, who has experienced, do not have a choice. They have to continue. But Master still insists better to contribute, better to continue the journey. When you continue the practice, obviously, you set an example. That is the one reason. And we have a body mind complex. This body and the mind cannot prevent action. Cannot prevent action, so why not continue the practice? So we think, but the non seeker claims I am a seeker. No need to do any practice. I practiced meditation 10 years ago. When you practiced last time 10 years ago. So why you are not practicing? I have lot of stress. That is why I left it. I think I will restart. One guy was telling me yesterday. I said, very good. Huh? Let the auspicious moment come and you restart, and then you should call me. Our goal is the highest. Our goal is not relaxation and calmness. We have already understood relaxation, calmness, and the joy. They are okay. But the main goal is that awakening. What do you mean by celebration? Celebration in entire life. It is not celebrating an event. So I will become immortal. No, body will not become immortal. Body has to face its consequences. But yes, you will experience that real you is immortal. That I am of the nature of peace and happiness. Yes, that you will realize. So when our goal is the highest, we must continue the journey. I have recognized in many people need based desire. If you stick to it, outer world, you check this is the need based desire. I have to perform an action, and pleasure based desire. It engages you in all those actions which makes you fully busy. I'm picking up another topic. Need based desire. Need based desire. You have an urge to go to the washroom. Can you stop it? You say, no, just hold on. I'm coming. I also do not complain that why you have left. Hunger, need based desire. Sleep, need based desire. So, the goal of a seeker is to continue to analyze and observe and regulate our life to the need-based desire versus the pleasure-based desire. And you will never be busy. I can bet you. You can never be busy. In exceptional cases, you have an appointment that you cannot change it. It is not on you. Otherwise, do you understand that mindset? What is that mindset? That it is fully aware of the need-based desire and pleasure-based desire. I'm giving a lesson. No, I must do it. I have committed to it. Commitment. It has nothing to do with the need-based or pleasure-based. There is a commitment. So what happens once you follow the need-based desire in your thought, speech, and action? You gradually drop the pleasure-based desire, and then the third state of the mind is awakened. Normally you don't forget what you need to do. Karma yoga takes place. You know that now it is karma yoga. How it happens? It happens if you don't forget to practice Shanti mantra. Om Sahana. The moment you wake up in the morning and your mind invokes that Shanti mantra to bring about a change in your life. Sahana Vavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karvavahe, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. I'm simply saying you wake up in the morning, check. Do you remember that I have to do this Shanti mantra, or you don't remember? If you don't remember, nothing will happen. Why you don't remember? Because the mind is engaged in pleasure-based desire. That's why it is not repeating. And that is why I reminded you of the Thanksgiving. Do you still remember, or it is another day? We need that continuity in the mind. We need that continuity in the mind. If there is no continuity, when you have practiced meditation 10 years ago, 10 years ago you practiced meditation? Oh yes, I achieved the success and then I said better to leave it. Are you joking? 10 years ago you were breathing and for 10 years you are not breathing. Are you joking? So these 8 steps, what they do, they engage our mind. They educate us a new level of awareness. And they empower us with certain traits like relaxation and calmness at the outer level. But deeper inside, they make me a seeker. Pivotal role in the process of this self-discovery. Do you remember I discussed about 5E: engagement, education, empowerment. So these first 8 step helps me to keep the mind engaged, not to remain fully busy, not to get into the stress, but just drop that stress. Giving a new perspective to these 8 steps. When people do not understand, they forget it. Engaging means that it encourages individuals to delve into the activities and the experience. It is just a play. How many days I remember to do the Shanti mantra last week? only 2 days, what happened the 5 days, you will recognize the past impression has taken over. Do you see that? When I say to engage, it means to bind, to catch, to involve. It can be used to describe getting involved in a task, activity, or conversation. Conversation with yourself. And Shanti mantra is the best. When, not only in the morning, but during the day, mind goes back to the stress and you remember the Shanti. You have to, you have to be very clear about it. Metaphorically, I would say the engagement can be likened to a cart where engaged employees are at the front, pulling the cart forward. Engaged employees, your thought process, your mind, your intellect, your body are the employees who is pulling the cart. If we are not doing it, we will miss it. I told you very clearly. You have reached to that state you don't need to practice. But Master still insists that it is better to continue the journey. What you will do? Do you think that after awakening you will stop going to the washroom? I know that I'm using a tough example. You will stop eating the food? It has nothing to do with awakening. Yes, you have a level of endurance you can do without food. Maybe for about a week, as compared to the non seeker. But it has nothing to do with it. And the second is, second E is educate. Educate is to teach, train, to home, my own mind. Teach, educate. So what is going to happen gradually and progressively? You will be able to treat the mind as your student. That mixture continues. Mind claims you have a stress, and then you claim that I have a stress. You are not able to discern. That is why I use the word educate. Oh, I have a stress over mind. You have a stress. Let me educate you. That is what we have taken from the Eastern wisdom. And even now the doctors also say, take a deep breath, relax, and then I will check you. See that? We have to bring these steps. We have to incorporate these steps into your life to rise in awareness. Again, I'm telling you that it is not necessary for a person who has reached to that state. But Master says that continue the journey. So what about the seeker? I have to continue the journey. So education plays the role, and then comes the empower. Now you see that you have been doing the practice regularly, and now you experience peace, relaxation. You are able to respond to a situation much better. That is the beauty of these practices. Engaging, educating, and empowering. That needs to be properly understood. The last time we did it, last session we did it about the Thanksgiving. The messages were very clear. I try to use these opportunities to explore those deeper aspects of the Eastern wisdom, which is normally not taught in a modern setup. So our first, I have the first verse, 8 steps. First part of the verse. No, the first, yeah, first part of the verse. I have taken the 5 steps, which I say it is smart. And then I have taken the fifth step into the second acronym that I say the clear. So there is another way to say it, that I have to check I follow the first 5 steps daily, and the second 3 or 4 steps is to refine, is to redefine. You shine. You shine means that you progress. You progress. Whatever the situation, condition of the body, mind, external situation, you have that level of endurance, calmness, and peace. You are not affected by it. Clear. You have started the journey. Smart. So the clear helps me to come closer to the discernment and dispassion. When you come closer to the discernment and dispassion, I need not to say, you will have a higher level of tolerance and endurance. Naturally. Previously, you used to get upset over a small thing, now you don't get upset. You perceive, oh, this is the problem. I used to get upset with that. These 8 steps are very important. If I don't understand clearly, so, and you see, what is the smart? I have to study the Eastern wisdom to study myself. Study myself means study everything about myself. What is false I, what is real I, what is, then we come to what are the 3 bodies, what are the 3 states, what is my behavior, attitude in this situation. In the second step, I have to perform diligently the duties ordained. What is my duty? Duty ordained here is to just don't even waste your single minute. Just start the list until it finishes. But in a joy, not as a burden. Not as a burden. When you do your professional job, not as a burden, but as a duty, you will enjoy. You will never be awfully busy. But we become awfully busy. No, I'm very busy. But that is why you are accumulating a lot of stress inside you. Remain busy. We have to change the entire perspective of our entire life, our personal life, professional life, social life. That is the demand from this master. The third is, now as you continue, this is my duty, so I have to do it. Finished. I am teaching you. That is not duty. That is, you see, only the attitudinal change we want. Attitudinal change inside your mind, we want. You are doing the same activity. I'm doing it. Why you are moving? I'm a teacher. Attitudinal change, and there is an attitudinal change in every activity, in your profession, in your personal life, in your relationship. Check. Oh, this is my honey said me something to bring from the. Oh, I have been bringing it, so where is the problem? No, why don't you bring it? I can bet you that it changes your entire life, behavior, and that. Now, as you continue this journey, your mind starts asking the question, who is the doer? You are simply performing your duty. It is your duty. So then you start discovering everything is happening by the existence. As such, there is no doer inside. And that state is a very deeper state. You are very casual and normal, but at the same time, you perform all your activities very well. You are not carried away by the anxiety, reaction, duality, conflict. Whether you have challenges, whether you have challenges in your profession, then only I recognize the fourth step. Then only I recognize the pleasure based desire versus the need based desire. There is one student of mine who says that now, sir, now I have reached to he lives nearby. Now I have reached to that state where I think that I must earn $100,000 more than my need. Why? Because he spends that $100,000 for taking care of a group of people. I don't want to name it. That is also a need based desire. So don't think that need based desire, okay, it has nothing to do with the rich. Yes, it has to do with the rich. People misunderstand this. So now what happens, because fourth is that, and the fifth is, so now you can easily separate need based desire, pleasure based desire. So that pleasure based desire accumulate the sins and create an unfavorable condition in my life. Pleasure based desire. I like sweet. I've been eating sweet for the last 15 years. I have to face the sin. I'm giving you a physical example, diabetes. I have to face the sin. Or I'm kidding. No. I don't want to talk to this guy. Same attitude we follow in our family also. And then it results into unfavorable condition. Think. Master is saying that you have to think. You have to be very logical, cause and effect. So we have taken the fifth step into the clear, and then we say that now I'm more and more aware and mindful of, this is an unfavorable situation because I said to my friend, I spoke my friend, I criticized him. Did I need to criticize? No. Then, simple. That is the goal of a seeker, role of a seeker. And non seeker, I tell you, that guy is so bad, so crooked, he has done this. Not required. Are you getting it? Not required, including in members of the family. Check the two state of a seeker and the non-seeker. Your mind does not want to go there. And if the mind doesn't want to go there, you are definitely evolving. So now what happens? It is just now in the sixth state, in the sixth step, you have an awakening. Oh, there are so many defects in the world outside. And I accept that defect in me. Sugar will remain sweet, right? But I accept. How do I accept sugar is a poison? Oh, that's why you have been eating regularly. Now you don't eat. Based on your convenience. Based on your pleasure. Pleasure-based desire. You reframe. You change the perspective of the life and you recognize the defects of the world, and then it becomes very easy for you to get rid of it. Now what happens? I've been telling you again and again. So we have a goal of life and we have goals in life. Eastern wisdom gives us a totally different perspective. The goal of life is self-discovery. It should continue throughout of my life. What is the goal of life? Peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. When peace? While eating. Where peace? In all the location. In all the relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? Goal of life. Peace, happiness, love, truth, and wisdom. Where? Everywhere. In what location? All the locations. With whom? With everyone. So I'm explaining the second part are the goals in life. You need not to go to the Himalayas. You need not to leave the profession. You continue your journey, your personal life. It means what you're doing. You're refining your personal life. You are redefining your professional life, social life. Think. So the master used traditionally the 7th step. Now I have a burning desire for self-discovery. My only goal is to find real self. But that only goal is the goal of life, not goals in life. It will continue. You will be able to refine. You will be able to improve in your personal, professional, social life. Because Master, I told you that Master has written 40 steps, which can be written on A4-page paper. So he compressed it. It does not mean that you should leave everything. I told you, how can you leave? I'm awakened. That's why I stopped eating. I stopped breathing. You're crazy then. That is not awakening. Get rid of those false notions. Or then I will not die. Buddha died. Jesus died. But they never died. Why they never died? Because they are not the body. What happens in the last 8th step? 8th step is that now you see that you are living in the world, but the world is not living in you. How can you be fully busy? Now, this world is not living in you. You have a big house, small house, doesn't care. You have beard or no beard, who cares? Body is undergoing a pain or no pain, who cares? Why? You have already left home. What home? Home of the pleasure-based desire. These 8 steps are very, very important. It lays a strong foundation. Knowledge is the first step, action is the second step, offering is the third step, desire. I just discern between the pleasure-based desire and need-based desire is the fourth. 5th is the purification. 6th is the discernment. 7th is the aspiration. And eighth is what? Eighth is the freedom. You start experiencing the freedom in the first eight step. First eight steps. Learn, act, offer, control, purify, discern, realize freedom. How I am able to explain it so deeply? Because I have been doing the practice. I need not to tell anyone, but I was doing the practice. Still now, yes, but now it is a play and a fun. So in the beginning, you may not find it is a play and a fun, but if you are doing it regularly, you will discover tremendous change. The eighth step, I'm stressing again, the eighth step, Master metaphorically says, now the time has come to leave home. Leave home for what? Leave the physical home? No. Psychological baggage, you have dropped it. People will definitely notice, but don't do the practice to make the people notice. Then you defied the second and the third step. Do you see that? How great these masters were in order to explain these. They might have done those practices for years and years together to reach to that state. Leave the home, otherwise the existence will force you to leave the home. I've been eating sugar, for example, for 20 years. Now the existence will force you to stop eating. Do you understand that? I've been complaining my honey days and days and weeks and years. The existence will say, now you already take care of your anxiety first before you complain your honey. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? This is what happens, The eighth step, leave your home. Or the existence will force you to leave your home. No, I have lot of problem, I have left complaining against my honey. When you left after 20 years, very good. What you have been doing for 20 years? Understand? Close your eyes. Eyes are closed and you eyes are closed and your place of the body. Become aware of the space all around your body, position of the body. So you recognize in the practice that I'm really progressing to become a seeker or not. You will recognize by yourself, my friends. This position, posture. Very good. Being comfortable. Do you remember anything? Reminder. In order to remind, I have to live the life of a seeker, if I use the word. I can bet you will have a personal, professional, social, your family life will definitely change. I promise you. Please. Being comfortable is the change of direction. So being comfortable, compare it with the eighth step. You leave your home. Do you see that? Oh, I have changed the direction means that I have left the home. But here we are doing that sensation, relaxation, and and stillness. Being carefree. So now you have left the home and now you are carefree. Any problem comes, what is that meaning? Can I say the world is not living in you, but you keep on living into the same world? Same situation. Same situation, same relations. But you are not at all affected. That is the applied aspect of being carefree. Whether you have physical challenges or mental or emotional or social, you say, I'm okay. Then, then we go and we scan our entire life, how neighbor one, the world outside. What do you mean by you are having lot of thoughts in your mind? You are not able to control your mind. We are going to a higher step, higher practice into the same steps. It is because of the thought. So the thought is always with reference to the world outside of a person, of a relationship with an object. Yes or no? Yes. So the world is living in you. You just understood intellectually now. Oh. Neighbor number two, the physical body. A physical body is like a car or a refrigerator in your home or a smartphone that we all carry nowadays. Did your smartphone never hang? No, it hangs, it slows down. Check why it slows down. Same thing with the body. Physical body I'm talking about. Take it casually. No, I have to live for 200 years. I have to complete lot of tasks. Ah, okay. So you can defy. No, get rid of that. Being carefree. Energy level, hunger and thirst, need based desire. Finished. I'm just applying these steps, these six neighbors. Mind. I will not support you if you have the opposite tendencies of pain and the pleasure, sickness and the health, profit and the loss, likes and dislikes. I will take like and dislike alike. Do you have any problem? The ego will jump around. And when the ego doesn't jump, you're happy. And then the I thought and the intellect, I thought, we poke our nose in every affair. And that is because of the ignorance, the six neighbors. Behind that six neighbor, do you remember that's what we are repeating? Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. May there be happiness for all. We have already understood in the Thanksgiving session and also in other sessions. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. May there be peace. Are you preparing for the eighth step? You can relate the Shanti mantra to any of the steps. It will work. And when your mind on your own succeeds in relating the Shanti mantra to all the eight steps, you have succeeded in what? Success has come because you have been doing it regularly when you wake up in the morning. Should you leave it? Choice is yours. Still continue. Because my goal of life, there is only one goal is left. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. May there be completeness in all. Can you see with reference to leave your home the eighth step? Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. May there be auspiciousness for all. Just see that what happens. How this knowledge changes the perspective of your life. Looking deep inside the forehead in the space, dropping Om Shanti gently, and start breathing long, deep in the hissing breath into the rib cage. Long, deep in the hissing breath. Continue, please. Remember, when I say you to long, deep in the hissing breath, means your inhalation and exhalation both are equal. How they are equal? Because you squeeze your rib cage during exhalation and you expand your entire rib cage during inhalation. That breathing is a higher breathing practice. Or when we say fire of breath and fast expulsion of the breath, are the primary practices that we learn in Hatha Yoga. Continue long, deep in the hissing breath into the rib cage. Do you remember I told you that whenever the mind objects to this long, deep in the hissing breath, your intellect plays a role. No, I have to do it. Endurance. Endure it. So endurance comes from the intellect to the mind. The mind is impulsive in nature. It wants to stick to the same habit. You tackle that problem until, you remember, until joy of doing. Give you example. Long, deep in the hissing breath with Om Shanti continues with the stillness in the body. Continues, my friends. Now, these sessions are very highly specialized sessions because why? We all are seekers. I'm not teaching the kindergarten. So you also have to be mindful and follow this teaching deeply. Now just leave this breathing. Pay attention to the flow of the breath through both the nostrils. And you start breathing deep, silent, slow. As you inhale, your belly becomes a balloon first, then the rib cage until the throat. And as you exhale, your belly squeezes so the rib cage deep, silent, and slow. Now, as you inhale, move the mind from the top center of the head into the spine, reaching to the tailbone and singing mentally. Om Shanti. Shanti ends at the tailbone, and during exhalation, squeezing of the belly in the rib cage. Om starts from the tailbone and reaches to the top of the head. So you sink. The deep silence, slow breathing, the stillness, the mantra, and the movement of the mind. Can you just think in terms of engaging, educating, and empowering? Are you empowering the mind that any time in any situation you can say Om Shanti? Body is still, mind is moving inside the body in the spine with Om Shanti. We are doing this step to help the mind to learn and empower itself to continue to live within. Like when it continues to live within, and from there you discern what happens. You are living in the world, but you will experience, oh, that happens. I am the I am the integral part of the real self. I have nothing to do with the physical material world. It doesn't mean I told you clearly. Doesn't mean that you don't follow your physical, your personal, professional, social, and family life. That is what Buddha did. Can I say, with due respect to the Buddha, that he renamed the kingdom as a monastery? Otherwise, the same grandeur was there. That is what you find in many of these monasteries. That is the real meaning of leaving the home. And now, leave this Om Shanti on the 16 fingers, 16 segments of your fingers. Checking, rechecking, right? You have a burning desire for this self-discovery. Your mind, even the body, may have an extreme pain and discomfort. Your mind will not go there. You have already left home. Again, I'm making us understand you have already left home. Shanti. Because your mind is not at all, it has left all the attachment. It doesn't mean that body is not with you because it has left all the attachment. You experience as if you are different and away from the body. And these are subtle steps, so we may find certain, what you say, certain objections from the mind uh, in terms of the thought. So your past impression, you may find this, oh, this past impression has returned. You damn care. Let it come, let it go. But at the same time, you also experience there is a rhythmic dropping of Om Shanti on the 16 segments of a of a finger of your mind on the 16 segments of fingers. And now is the time to move your mind inside the heart. Visualize the triangle of any color pointing upward, moving the mind on the each side of a triangle, clockwise and anti-clockwise, dropping Om Shanti. When you discover that there is this thing, means the mind flows naturally, that is the moment you move the mind deep inside the cave of your heart, singing mentally Om. That Om in the mind, you see the mind seemingly stops. Shanti. After that, you do nothing. Stay there in that state. We are discovering what is already within us. So when we go face to face with that real self, do we need to do anything? No. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let there be peace, peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your mind on the right hand, your mind on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside the palms, know your experiences, bring the hands down. Very good. How are you, Dennis?
Feel very comfortable, very peaceful and deep meditation and thoughtlessness and timelessness at the end.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
Very good. Good. How are you, David?
Very good. Thank you, sir. Meditation, the lesson, I love the lesson. I love the distinction between the need-based desire and the pleasure-based desire.
Pleasure-based.
As a goal setter, that'll play into my practicality of goal setting in life. So I'm looking forward to that. And meditation was extremely deep. Girish said goodbye. We had a grandbaby last night, so she ran down to the hospital right
congratulations.
now. So she says to...
Yeah, good, good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. So it's a baby or a boy?
It's a little girl.
Ah, little girl. Okay. Good, good. How are you, Kristen?
Well, thank you. A very deep meditation, and that deep sense of peace seems to be getting deeper and deeper each time that I practice.
It means that definitely there is a change in your life also. Beautiful. How are you, Terry?
I had a good practice. It was very physical.
Yeah.
Inside.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of pulling and a lot of work.
Beautiful.
Maintaining the deepening the breathing and keeping focus.
Beautiful. I know that you can do the breathing the way others are doing it, but mind blocks it. No, how can I do it? It cannot be done. So if you get rid of all those thoughts, it is possible.
Uh-huh.
How are you, Sangeeta?
सर बहुत पीसफुल था और सर जैसे नीड बेस्ड है तो अब ऐसा लगता है कि मेडिटेशन भी एक नीड है.
Yeah. Yeah. She has said one thing unique. What is that? Contemplate and reflect. It has come from her mind, but that I never said this before. Is your meditation also need based or pleasure based? A beautiful point. According to my understanding, oh, it's a need based, I have to do it, So once it goes into my intellect and goes manifest through the mind, definitely the life has to change. That is all for today. Thank you very much. We will meet again on
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you. Namaste.